Jamie from Jamie and Tarot. Welcome back to our journey through the Major Arcana. This week's card is the Hanged Man. He's card number 12. And most significant in this card is that he's hanging upside down. That's what he looks like if you read him in reverse. But he's hanging by his foot. He's got a tie around his foot. And he also has this halo of light. And this halo of light suggests that he's getting enlightenment. Enlightenment from a spiritual source, perhaps. Could be from an internal source. And what this card means to me is that the person needs to hold still, hold in place, and they are not being held necessarily by external sources. Maybe sometimes they are, but that they have made the decision to hold still. And his legs here are crossed, and that suggests he's relaxed. He's not, and you could see in his face, he's not in any sort of a pain. He's not struggling. He's just hanging there. And it isn't a punishment. His blue shirt represents calmness. It also represents trust and loyalty. And his red in general means life force. And also notable in this card, it shows up in a lot of the other cards that we'll look at today, is that the tree or the branch that he's hanging from is it has growth on it. So maybe it's springtime, it's growing. It's not just a barren piece of wood that he's hanging from or a post. Okay, so we'll look at the Curious, actually the Wandering Star Tarot first from Kat Pierce. And this is how the Hangman shows up. And what's interesting to me in this one is that almost looks like a snake, which snakes, as we saw in one of the past cards, is a lot of times metamorphosis, a change, molting of the skin. And she has the words and the general meanings written on her card, which says waiting, rebirth, sacrifice, reflection. And again, we have the tree that's in a spring bloom. So changing for the better, hanging, waiting for the change, not moving, not making things happen yourself, but holding still so that the changes could happen around you. Our next deck we're going to look at is the Dark Mansion Tarot by Tarot Tech. And this is how the Hanged Man shows up. He's got his little bat friend right next to him. He's hanging there like a bat. Again, his fingers are interlaced, meaning he's just waiting for something to happen. And then he has these little friends down here, a little bug, a little frog. They're not trying to help him. They're just waiting to see what happens. And then we have this moon in the background, which is the sun rising? Is the sun setting? Are we waiting for the moon phases to change? That's what you can interpret when you pull this card. The meaning will change, whether it is the dawn, whether it is the ending, the sun setting, the new night coming, the new day coming. But again, his face, he's not concerned. He's just waiting to see what happens. He's curious. Okay, our next deck is the Curious Creatures Tarot by Chrisanne. And this is how the Hangman looks. And he is actually a bat. So he is in his natural state of hanging. His feet, you can see, are not bound to the tree. He has his enlightenment. He doesn't have much blue for calm. He's got a lot of green in this card, which green to me is the heart chakra. It's opening your heart to things. but I like that he's a bat. And he has his arms out, where in most cases the arms are crossed behind him. He's maybe further along in his journey of hanging out. Maybe he's almost ready to release his feet and flip down. Our next deck we're going to look at is actually the Deviant Moon Tarot by Patrick Valenza. And his hangman shows up like this. A lot of the similar. He's got the red, but instead of the blue, he's got purple, which is more of an intuitive color rather than a calming color. But what's fun on this is that he has a pocket watch hanging from his foot. So he's watching time go by, kind of like reminds me of watching paint dry. And then he has the moon too, and the light in the background, whether it's sun setting or sun rising with the moon. And our last card we're going to look at today is the Mystical Moments by Katrin Wiltstein. And this card shows up like this. If I can pick it up. There we go. And her foot is bound, but it's bound to a zipper, which the zipper, if she stays there long enough, will expose the new world that's coming through on the other side, which also is similar to her dress. So maybe that's what she's been manifesting. She has to hang out and it will appear in her future, her hopes and dreams. And what I like about this card is it has all the birds around her. So are those, again, friends saying things, or these people who are representative of people who are coaching her along her way? She has her hands clasped a little bit to her, again, holding her heart chakra, maybe covering her heart chakra where she needs to open it up and leave herself a little bit vulnerable to be able to open up that zipper. And that's it for the Hanged Man. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any Hanged Man's decks that you love to look at. Our next week's card is the Death card. Thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe.